Life.com. Okay, Ron Finley, ronfinley.com. Get more into what you've done since then. I was reading the news. Other people have picked up on it. There are other community garden programs around the country, but usually government says, here's the spot you can do it, far removed away from people's homes. Really, before we go to calls, at 800-259-9231, 800-259-9231. Before we do that, you've got the floor for the next 10 minutes. Give us a speech. Tell us where you stand, what you've done, where this is going.
Right now, Alex, the law has been changed in Los Angeles where you can now plant edibles on your parkway in front of your house.
Awesome.
The mayor signed it last month. So, I mean, it's a big victory. And like you said, yeah, the parkways are cool. If you put them together, that's acres and acres and acres of space. But I want some of these vacant lots, man. I want people to be able to walk outside of their house next door and be able to engage with their community. Gardens build communities, period. And like you said, man, people ask me what I do. And I'm like, I change culture. That's what I do. And that's what we have to do, man. We have to get back to being self-sufficient. Like you said, people ask me, why you call it gangster? I said, this is gangster. You want to know what true gangster is? It's being self-sufficient. It's building your community. It's not tearing it down. It's educating. It's helping people. That's the, I got a hashtag, real gangsters grow food. Real G's grow flowers. That's true to me, man. It's all the lessons are in the soil. I don't grow food. I grow soil. Because people, they tell us you are what you eat. That's kind of not true, because you are what you eats. Now, if your soil is deficient of any kind of nutrients, what do you think your plant's going to be? What do you think your lettuces and your tomatoes? They're not gonna grow. They're not gonna prosper. But the same thing, like you were saying earlier, everything starts from a seed. We started from a seed, Alex. And people get away from that concept, man. That look at what we turned into, and the same thing. This little tiny seed can give you, a 50-foot tree that gives you fruit year after year after year after year. We have to look at things different. We have to look even our so-called waste, Alex. We have to look at different. I tell people, people think leaves are debris and it's a pain and it's trash. I'm like, no, leaves are a resource. A leaf falls for a reason in a particular season. That's by design, and we need to stop trying to change Mother Earth's design and do biomimicry and mimic what she's doing. Because who gardens in a forest, Alex? If nobody. So how the hell do we have 350-foot trees? Because it's a divine plan, and
it's an incredible. It's magic and all the synergy and the harmony, and absolutely, when I had children, my brain clicked and I opened up a lot. But when you garden, it really is spiritual, and that's why they don't want people doing it, because you zone out when you're doing it. It's just programmed into us to be life givers, life builders, to work with the earth, to be positive.
Meds, you need a garden. It becomes your solace. And that's what I tell people, man. The soil seduces you. I mean, period. And you got to think that's where we come from. That's what we are, man. And I'm trying to just get people back and to where you can design your own life. I talk to kids, Alex, they don't dream. And that bothers me, because a dream is free, but you got people's mind to the point that they don't even dream. That's control, and I'm trying to break.
Well,
those
sure,
chains.
Everybody's inside in these food prisons, in these neighborhoods with no plants, and they're in there watching TV, watching these incredibly unhappy rich people, because I know a bunch of them, thinking that they aren't adequate and they've got to follow what this is saying. We're being farmed by the corporatist. It's time to get out of that system, get outside, and start doing this. And it really is in my gut, but also intellectually, I know this is one of the keys to really overturning this system peacefully, because they sell us on violent revolutions the way to go. Well, that's because they can win that every day. but a velvet revolution of culture, of art, of food, of literature, of gardening. That's something the system can't beat because it's so innately human. You just do it, as you were saying, and everybody comes. You don't have to sell anything.
No. And, you know, I had some folks here, they did a march against Monsanto. And I'm like, and people are like, Ron, everyone was expecting you to be at the march. And I'm like, why were they expecting me to be there? And I'm like, hey, that Monsanto don't really care about you guys marching. You know what I'm saying? All the 1,000 or how many people was there, I said, you know what I did? That day, I had 60 people putting in a garden. So now imagine if you had all those people that were marching and doing that, which is cool. I mean, people need to march. But just imagine, Alex, if that energy went into all those people putting in gardens. I mean, there's your fight against Monsanto.
Exactly. That's what I always say. Vote with your dollars, vote with your action. If the 10,000 great people that marched in almost every city, like 10,000 in Austin, even more I know in other areas, if they all went and put in a garden or a plant, that would overturn Monsanto in a year. I mean, there'd be so much fresh, non-GMO food everywhere. It'd be crazy. And what are they going to do, SWAT team us for growing tomatoes? I mean, we're that close if people just get into this.
No, that's one of the jokes I tell about my garden, you know. I said, all of a sudden, you know, I plant a tomato. Next thing I know, you know, we got a black guy planting a tomato. Okay, we're going to need backup. You know, that's... You know, it was like that. You know, they call SWAT because, you know, hey, he's got cabbage out on his street. You know, we got to do something about that. It's ridiculous, man. And we got to break these slave chains. And I'm talking about everybody because they own our food. They control our food. So therefore, they control us.
Well, look at how they've been waging war against the American farmer for 70, 80 years. These robber barons know what they're doing.
Yeah. And the thing about it, they're depleting all the resources from the soil to the water while they're doing it. And they're creating all these super bugs and super weeds, you know, because of the toxic sprays. And everything is a new rare cancer now. Every day you're like, oh, she has a rare cancer.
That's what I was about to say. I've studied this architecture of this evil. It's so hard to be as evil as they are. I mean, how did they come up with something?
Doing so good then, Alex.
Do what?
How did they do it so well then?
Yeah, no, I'm saying they're just so, I mean, they are so evil. I mean, when you really study them, they know what they're doing. I mean, these are some smooth operators.
That's one of those don't hate the player, hate the game kind of thing. Because they know that if we could do what they do as good as they do, I mean, oh man, the world would be a beautiful place. But my word has spread literally, Alex, around the world. I mean, from North Korea to Africa, man. I've spoken at Qatar and Oman and Greece, and I got a garden named after me in Brussels, UK. So
I was about to say, you are a testament to one man or one woman, one human taking action, not thinking it'd be big, not doing it to be, you know, Mr. Cool, already successful in your own right, and it just resonated and is already changing the world. That is the microcosm, the archetype of what will defeat this system.
And I mean, the thing about with me, Alex, I wasn't even trying. I tell people I'm the most reluctant activist.
Not say you're an anarchist against the corporate system. Organic anarchy.
Anarchist. You know, my card says